Hi YouTube, this is a little haul video because I went shopping yesterday for the first time in a couple of months. I haven't been that well, so I've kind of been resting up and not travelling into the West End when I've had free time. And so I had a lovely afternoon and evening yesterday at Selfridges, which although it was Sunday, was open till 9 o'clock in the evening. They told me it was Special Olympic opening hours. It was absolutely packed and there was lots to see. I'm just going to show you some of the makeup items I bought. I did treat myself to a couple of items of clothing, and also I bought some presents for people, but I'm not going to show those. But I did want to record and show what I bought in makeup and cosmetics. I did have an idea of a couple of places I wanted to look at and things I wanted to look at. On my list was Chanel. I wanted to see their fall collection, specifically their nail polishes. I love Chanel nail polish. I'm wearing quite a lot of a British brand called Nails Inc. at the moment, which are a bit cheaper, but they have some really good colours, and I find that their staying power is really good. I've got some lines on my hand there because I started this video and it stopped, but I'll come back to that in a minute. So I ended up just getting one of the two colours that they had in stock. The range, as you probably know, is called after Hitchcock Classics. This one is Vertigo. They also had Frenzy, which is a kind of opalescent pale greyish colour. This is a dark grey that's looking fairly matte in the bottle. I'm not filming in brilliant light as usual. But in fact, although it's a kind of gunmetal grey, it's got a real aubergine sheen tint to it. So I think that's going to be a really pretty colour to wear in the autumn and winter. I'm looking forward to that. And then I was in the market at Chanel, first of all for trying their new fragrance, which is Coco Noir, a more spicy version of cocoa, which isn't one of my favourite Chanel fragrances. So I did try that, but he wasn't giving me any samples, the sales assistant, and nor was he particularly informative about their skincare range, because I was kind of in the market for buying a sunscreen that I could wear on top of my moisturiser but underneath makeup, just to boost SPF. I've had some laser, intense pulse light treatment on broken capillaries on my face, and you've got to be really careful about sun damage after that treatment. So I wanted a higher SPF than you can get in most treatment moisturisers, and I'd read good things about the Chanel version, but as I say, he was not very informative, so I gave that a miss in the end and just went for, and this is what I've been trying in the abortive video, a backup eyebrow pencil for my handbag, because I have one, always in the bathroom. It's, I think, the easiest way to just pencil in your brows. I do have the powders and I have the Chanel palette, but to be honest, it's too fiddly to use. This one, it's a really good pencil and very buildable colour, so this is kind of their medium colour, and you can do it light or bit darker and get really good results depending the look you want to achieve. And there's a little brush at the end to shape your brows as well. So I haven't found a better eyebrow pencil than the Chanel ones. They're pricey. They come with the dinky little pencil sharpener, and I've got, because I buy their lip pencils as well, I've got, literally about a dozen of these now, more sharpeners than I know what to do with. But so that was a backup that I was glad to get. And then I had also decided I wanted to go to MAC. I'd set my mind on two particular shades, having watched lots of videos about the top 10 MAC shadows. I was particularly interested in just neutrals because I just wanted to finish my neutral palette I just had one pan left, and having bought a lot of them, Patina was one that came up in a few videos that I like the look at. It's a slightly coppery undertone of the, you know, neutral kind of brown. I don't know if it tells what formulation it does. If it does, I can't see that, so I don't know what it's categorised as, but it's a really pretty shade, sort of milder than Woodwinked, which has the same sort of coppery undertones. I do love Woodwinked that everyone raves about, but it is very full on, and I wanted something a bit kind of gentler. So I've got that now, and that's definitely going to fit into the last slot in my, it looks really boring, doesn't it, neutrals, where I've got my sort of mattes up at the top, and then the really high shimmers down here, and a few highlighters as well. So that palette's really complete, and it's one that I do come back to again and again. And then when I was looking at the videos, I heard one mentioned by Pixie Woo, Tanya Burr, who's a popular vlogist, certainly here in the UK, I think nationally, internationally as well. And she mentioned one I'd never heard people talking about, which is grain. And I have to say, it was quite difficult to get. They didn't have it on the stands downstairs at the Mac concession, which is huge in Selfridges. And I went to one of the much quieter ones upstairs on one of the clothing departments, and they looked it out for me, and here it is. It doesn't look anything in the pot, and it's just a very neutral, pinky toned brown, but just a good eyeline coverage colour. You can't really see it there at all. Try it on this one. There, you can see it a bit more, kind of peachy toned. So I got that in, you know, pot just to take away with me more conveniently than the whole palette, as just a very quick all over eye when I'm in a rush type shade. And then whilst I was browsing, waiting for them to find grain for me, Khaki's very in this year, and I like it. I've got one shadow in that neutrals palette that I really like. It's not one that people often talk about, but I like it. It's, I think, called Olive or something like that, which I'm expecting I'm going to wear quite a lot this autumn with the khakis. So I went for a khaki eyeliner, lovely and soft. I'll report back how that wears and whether it has any staying powder. I do have power. Rather, I do have quite slidey skin on my eyes, quite oily skin on my lids. And then I went to their sort of pharmacy area and was very happy to find that they stocked Korres, which I've normally had to buy online. It's a Greek organic company. The lip butters have had a lot of positive reviews on YouTube. People seem to rave about the jasmine one the most. I didn't actually like that as a scent to put on my lips, so I went for this mango one, which is quite brightly coloured for a butter. It tastes delicious, is very soft, quite slippery, and so I'm looking forward to using that. I stocked up on their wipes. I like the milk protein ones. They're £7 a packet, so they're quite expensive, but I really recommend them. A lot of people like their pomegranate ones. The milk proteins for drier skin. And I ended up with their Factor 30 sunscreen for the face, which is cream yoghurt. Haven't read anything about it, so I'm not sure how it'll turn out, but worth a try, as I generally like their products. So that was my little makeup haul. I'll let you know how I get on with those as I start to use them a bit more. Happy shopping. Bye.